episode 71 of the Character Unlock podcast, your post E3 2019 episode. Not special, just an episode. But what is special is this week, joining me, I'm Brooker, I'm hosting, as you can plainly hear, and as always, now, joining me is my good buddy John. How are you, mate?
I'm alright. Is your washing machine going?
My washing machine is going. I meant to close the door. I might need to go and close the door. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fucking hell, that means I've got to get up, dude. This isn't okay.
Fucking unprofessional cunt.
I know.
Wow, this is a great way to start my my episode back from having some much needed rest.
What the fuck? Are you still talking to yourself?
A little bit. I was just filling it out a little bit, padding and stuff.
I was going to just stick some elevator music in. Now I've got to sit and listen to what you actually said, which is going to be no fun.
I made the Mario theme tune.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You could make that the elevator music.
I do apologise. I put a wash on a couple of hours ago before I went out, but it's a hot wash, so it's taking a little longer than normal. And I done that and then went out and went, oh, fuck, I'm going to be out here that when I record.
And then I could hear it when you record.
Yeah, the problem is it's spinning, so it's nearly finished. I can't pause it at this point.
Nice.
So I'm just going to have to deal with it. Anyway, how are you, buddy?
So yeah, I'm all right. I've not. The fact that E3 was last couple of weeks ago means that it's not so much of a problem to the fact that I've not really played anything in like 2 months now. I've bought games, just not played any of them.
Yeah, it's. I'm kind of glad because I was talking to Matt a couple of episodes ago about what we've been playing. I was like, I hadn't really been playing much because I've been a bit busy. Work's been a fucking nightmare. I've had some writing to do, and just life. You know, I've got things to do. Most weekends I'm busy, so there are going to be chunks of time where I don't get time to play games. And I played Rage a couple of weeks ago, and I tried to play Rage again last week, and then just went, no, I'm fucking done with this. It's utter shit. So I sent it back. So what I don't want to do then is come on here and talk about the game I've been playing this week because. Well, I've only just started it because I've been quite busy and rewatching some TV and I may have discovered Chernobyl, the TV show. Mate, have you discovered Chernobyl, the TV show yet?
I haven't, on the grounds that I don't watch a lot of TV in general to start with, and it kind of just missed my radar completely.
Let me put Chernobyl on your radar.
Okay.
It's easily the best TV you will watch this year. Easily.
Okay then.
By quite a margin, in fact.
So, I was trying to think of some other TV that I've watched this year, and no, there really isn't anything worthwhile mentioning.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably the best of anything you'll watch this year. It's genuinely, it's film quality, so it's an HBO and Sky co-production. It's film quality. It's just harrowing. It's horrible. It is not fun whatsoever, but it is the best TV I've seen this year, and I've watched a fair amount of TV this year. It's genuinely very, very good, but that took up 5 hours over 2 nights, so I was like, well, I'd rather watch this than play games because actually this is really fucking good.
Yeah, well, it's like it wasn't on my radar, but I've heard many people mentioning Chernobyl, and it's so at some point it will probably be watched. I don't know when. Probably when I get some time in front of the TV for 5 hours worth.
Yeah, it is one of those though. So once you watch like episode 1, you won't want to stop. So you'll need to like carve out like 5 hours. So I did 5 hours over 2 nights, and
Mm.
just get to watching. It was really good. But I'm behind on so much fucking TV though. Season 4 of Lucifer is waiting for me. Season 3 of Jessica Jones is waiting for me. I'm
I missed that season 3 of Jessica Jones was even happening. I thought Jessica Jones was one of the first ones that was canned, but
nah,
I didn't realize that
it's
there was a
officially
season
done
3.
now. So
Yeah.
there's going to be no more. What else? Oh, after I think next week, I'm officially 2 seasons behind on Orange is the New Black, and yet
Yeah.
I've just started rewatching The Sopranos, which finished 13 years ago and is 6 seasons worth. I'm like, well, no, I want to watch this. I don't want to watch anything new.
I've not watched any of the last 3 seasons of Orange is the New Black. I just stopped being interested in it completely. I
I
don't know
don't
what it
think.
was. It's just like I think it was when they changed.
What the
Okay, then.
fuck? What
It's
the?
either the most aggressive farting ever, or someone's decided to straight pipe a Corsa.
That was what the fuck?
I
All
can
of
still hear it.
all of a sudden, my washing machine isn't the noisiest thing to appear in the background on this podcast.
No, that's reserved for your dog shaking.
Oh yeah, she's just part of the crew now, isn't she? She just
Yeah,
appears.
yeah, she's just part of the ship.
Yeah.
So,
And now the wife's home
a
and has just
thousand pardons
walked
for
into the
the.
kitchen and opened the door as the machine's on full spin. Oh mate, we can't get anything right today.
No, let's just quit and just come back another time.
Fucking hell.
I completely lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore.
Uh, what were we talking about? Oh, Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, there was a massive character change, and I just stopped being interested in it.
No, fair enough.
Um, I'm really far behind on the DC TV shows. Like, I've not watched anything since Christmas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Surely they
So
must all
I,
be wrapping up now for the year.
yeah, pretty much. So it's like they all went on their winter break and they all came back, and I'm pretty sure most of them are finished now. So, so I'm half a series behind on 4 shows at once.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't realize Jessica Jones was happening, so need to get around to watching that. But I watched the trailer for it. It does not look that good. I also wasn't a fan of season 2, so might not even bother seeing as it's been cancelled as well.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make a difference watching it or not. Uh, Most recent series of Lucifer wasn't great.
See, I've heard very different from a couple of people.
Well, it's not the same show as what it was
Okay.
back in. And it's either 8 or 10 episodes
Yeah.
compared to the 20 plus from the seasons before.
Yeah. Well, it's standard Netflix
Yeah.
TV show number now, isn't it?
I also think that I can't remember if they're an hour long episode now or if they were half an hour episodes.
Yeah. So they were 40-minute shows. They were a cable show, so they were 40 minutes a
Yeah.
pop. So
And now
that's fine.
they're full hour long ones.
That's fine. I'm sure it'll be
What was that other? Oh, Gotham and Brooklyn Nine-Nine are the only shows that I'm actually watching religiously.
fine. Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to. I still need to catch up on Gotham. Now I know it's finished. I'll catch it at some point.
The way that they've been running this last season's really, I'm actually really excited for it because I think they've just introduced Bane,
Nice.
so kind of content with that one. After the Scarecrow storylines that they were throwing around, massive fan of Scarecrow.
Yeah.
They've done better with Gotham now that they've realized that they should just like not have ridiculous villains and just go, yeah, we're gonna just have like Batman villains just come out of the woodwork here and there, and then just like have them exist
Yeah.
rather than just trying to do the whole let's have Ra's al Ghul and just be completely take over the city and essentially just make a film out of it.
Fair enough.
but it's going all right. He's not baby Batman anymore.
No,
He's
no, it won't be.
he's like he's actually an adult now,
Nice.
although people still refer to him as kid.
Well, he still is a kid though, isn't he?
True.
Not a baby, but he's definitely still a kid. Anyways, mate, video games.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we spoke. We should really, I
I mean,
suppose.
it's only been 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we got a lot to talk about.
It's true. E3 was delightful.
Did you like it this year then?
I did. I think I I didn't girlwood my way around it as much as Aisha Tyler wants us to.
No.
Uh, there was some fairly decent announcements. There was a couple of interesting uh, guests made their way onto stage for the various different companies.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves could be in Cyberpunk.
Yep.
I am.
Keanu
I
Reeves is
am.
breathtaking.
I am loving the year of Keanu at the moment.
Yeah.
I just.
He is the internet's boyfriend.
I love that somehow, you know, after John Wick, he just became everyone's favorite actor again. And I, the thing that I've been saying for years about how this dude is like a genuinely nice person, and suddenly everyone's got a story about how much he is a genuinely nice person. I'm like, I've been fucking telling you this for years.
I just like all of the little memes of things like casually with like news stories about dogs that have done interesting or fun things, and it's like the picture of just Keanu Reeves underneath it saying "Happy John Wick noises."
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great, and you know, what, I'm so chuffed that he's turning up in Cyberpunk because that kind of seems like the kind of shit he would do. Like not just for a paycheck, but because he's like the kind of story that he could get his teeth into and have some fun with.
Yeah,
Basically the same reason he done the film that no one else but me likes, Johnny Mnemonic. Everybody else hates Johnny Mnemonic. I think it's fucking great.
I've not seen it, so I've got no opinion.
It's awesome. It's basically Lawnmower Man, but with Keanu Reeves
I've
and
not
Dolph
seen that
Lundgren.
either.
I feel old.
You are old.
Fuck's sake. Go away.
You go away. Fuck you,
Uh,
old man.
okay. What else? So what else was there? What else do you reckon for? Let's do this kind of in order ish. Microsoft.
Okay.
Actually,
Yep.
no. EA. I don't care about anything EA stated.
Uh,
That's all I had to say about EA. What about you?
it's just I actually only watched a very, very small amount because it just I looked at their little shitty schedule where they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to do this for half an hour, and then we're going to have a break, and then we're going to do this for half an hour." It's like, really? Just fuck off. Just
See,
just give me the stuff and then fuck off.
I did that. I looked at their index and I went, I don't care about any of that. I'm turning this off.
I watched as far as getting through the FIFA one and seeing, yeah, I can't even remember what the other ones were. That's how little I cared while I was watching it. I got to the FIFA one, and it was just they didn't show anything game wise. They just had some people talking around a fucking football pitch, saying, "Yeah, we're doing Volta, I think it's called."
Yeah.
And so far, the announcements since then, that Volta stuff is single player only,
Okay.
or on the couch only.
Okay.
So you can play against friends as long as the friends are in the living room with you, which is kind of a massive kick in the teeth because people have been after stuff like this for a long time,
Yeah.
and no online stuff and not even being able to play your friends online is bad enough. It's at the moment they've got, I think Madden has this as well, house rules for on the couch,
Yeah.
like playing with each other. So you could just have yourself, big group of mates, round, beer, pizza, and just do house rules FIFA.
Yeah.
No one has friends to do that with. But you play modes like if you score, one of your players gets taken off the pitch, or no rules, or uh, no injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you just run around and just do any kind of slide tackle, or heads and volleys. So you can only score with a header or a volley.
Okay.
Stuff like that is house rules, but that's on the couch only. If that was in multiplayer, in online, it'd be amazing. Volta is going to be the same thing. On the couch only is going to be played for maybe half an hour,
Yeah.
and then people will just get bored and just move on to doing something else because the online is where everyone is at. Oh, Battlefield. I'm actually a little excited for the new Battlefield stuff because they're putting in Japan and the US forces,
Okay.
and Iwo Jima's coming back as a map.
Nice. Very nice.
So they're putting the Pacific into Battlefield 5,
Yeah.
which the roadmap for Battlefield 5 looks kind of cool. They've got maps and guns, including the M1 Garands coming back.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy about that because they've been desperate for it since the launch of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've got maps, they've got two new force factions. Not that it really makes a difference. It's still going to be just allies versus Axis
Yeah.
in theory. Um, two new forces, maps, guns, game modes. I think they've got some new game modes coming in. I actually played one of the new game modes that they put out. What's it called? Outpost,
Okay.
which is kind of cool. It's like Conquest, except you have to build radio towers. And to take over, instead of having more people in an area than your opponents do to take a flag, you have to destroy and plant a bomb on the radio tower to blow it up, and then build a new radio tower. So it's kind of like a mix of Conquest and Rush at the same time. So you plant a bomb, and then your opponents have enough time to try and defuse it, Rush style.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting, but it's only on two maps. One of which is the new Mercury map, which is set in Greece,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, Battlefield and FIFA. Then I turned off the
So
EA Play.
no love for Jedi Fallen Order.
I missed it
Okay.
because that was on first. I'm pretty sure, and I
Yeah.
missed because I wasn't. I completely lost track of time
Okay. Fair
and just
enough.
didn't watch it. Uh, I will probably get around to watching it. I'm probably going to end up buying it just because it's a respawn game
Yeah. So
and a Star Wars game.
yeah. So there was
So
this thing
naturally, at the same time,
when I was
both of
watching
those
it.
things are enough.
Sorry. Yes. When I was watching it, it did look like a respawn game, and I think everybody else that watched it had the same reaction. Went, oh look at that. That's a respawn wall run because it really was.
Yeah.
Uh, some of the mechanics look fun. Force pulling, force pushing, forcing. You know. Uh,
Forcing people against their will.
I, I, I find it hard to get excited about Star Wars stuff. I'm sorry, I don't care.
It's you're not the target audience for Star Wars.
I'm not. I've tried, and I don't hate them. I don't. I don't enjoy Star Wars as a series, as a franchise, as a anything. So I don't get excited about the games either. You know, I've watched every single one of them, most of them multiple times, but I just I can't get excited for it. So I watched the thing because you never know, could be fun, could be good. It looks fine. It doesn't look like a game for me, so I don't need to talk about it because I don't want to be negative. I just want to go, this ain't for me, and move on. So
Yeah,
that one, mate, ain't for me. I'm going to move on.
I completely accept you for who you are, Brooks. I honestly, it being a respawn game, it being Star Wars,
Yeah,
is enough a reason for me to probably end up buying, or at least I will definitely be playing it,
yeah,
and more than likely buying it. I think I would prefer a respawn Star Wars game where you're not a Jedi.
okay,
I think I want to play more Star Wars games where you are just troopers because I get it, everyone wants to be the Jedi, they want the laser sword, they want to just start smacking things. I I think there is enough of a universe that you could probably get away with just having troops and
okay,
being troopers.
yeah.
But
So you want to You want to spend time in the world, but you don't want to be super powerful.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think it's why the the bounty hunter games were pretty popular. Uh, the Rogue Squadron games, which are again, they're just like fighters. You just play as X-wing pilots. And for the most part, Battlefront games have been popular in the past because you don't play as the heroes all the time.
Yeah.
The last time that there was a game where you played as the the hero of the story were the Force Unleashed games where you played as Starkiller.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the one thing I remembered was that you ended up having to Google the
Yes.
main character from the Force Unleashed games.
Yeah, we did. I remember.
Yeah. And the fact that the Force Unleashed 2 was never actually finished and they canned Force Unleashed 3 mid at the start of development
Yeah.
really showed because that was the time of I think the Disney takeover and they just kind of just went, well, we don't really know what we're doing, so cut development.
Fair enough.
Made sense. And then they
Yeah.
made money.
Yeah. Of course.
They weren't terrible games, but I think that there's a market for releasing a Star Wars game where you're not playing as the ultimate badass.
Yeah, the problem with Star
There's-
Wars is people kind of want to be the ultimate badass. I mean, people want to be the ultimate badass anyway. This is why we play
yeah,
fucking, Call of Duty, where we get to run through and kill everything and never be hurt ever, not once. Uh,
unless you play on the ultimate super hard
well, yeah,
difficulty.
unless you're a glutton for punishment. But
Yeah.
I think this is why people play Star Wars games. They want to be a Jedi. You know, imagine saying, I love American football. I would like a game of Madden where I just get to play as the guy holding that big mic. No one
I
wants to
love
do
playing
that.
American football. I love American football. I want to play Madden where I'm the guy who literally just hands the ball to the quarterback.
Yeah. I want to be the guy that holds the Gatorade.
H2O.
Yeah. So, nothing else from EA?
No, didn't they only have like 5 games? And
Yeah.
then after FIFA it was Madden. And I'm not interested in watching the stuff for Madden.
No, I'm not interested in watching the stuff for Madden or FIFA. I'll pick it up and play it when I get around to it. I don't care about the grass physics.
Well, the journey has ended because it was only a 3-year story. So
Hmm.
I'm guessing Longshot's not going to be continued because the second season
I
of
still,
Longshot was not.
I still haven't played Long Shot 2.
Don't
I
don't
need
play
to.
Longshot.
I need to.
You're
I
not going
should.
to get benefit from it.
I know I'm not. See, I've got EA access at least until the end of October. I might as well fucking download it and play it.
Yeah. I think I played NHL a little bit because that's going on to EA Access, and it's just more of the fucking same as every other NHL game.
Yeah.
I fired up NHL Ultimate Team, and it's just so confusing, the controls.
Yeah. Didn't I play an NHL game this year?
You
Last
might
year?
have done.
I think I installed one to play and went, the fuck is going on with this puck? What the puck is going on?
I think you installed an NHL game because you wanted to pick an NHL team because you wanted to start following hockey.
Yeah.
And
Then I
then,
played NHL and went, I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah, I think, and then you went looking to see which team it was that won the Stanley Cup when you were born.
Yeah.
And then it
Mm,
turned out to be like the Rangers.
yeah. I'm just not bothering. I'll go back to American football. It's football season in 60 days. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I want to try and back into baseball again because I tried ages ago and it just didn't sit. And then I wanted to go to the MLB game down at London Stadium,
Yeah.
but I completely forgot when the tickets were going on sale. And I went and took a look because I remembered that it was going to happen soon. And it's like the tickets are fucking expensive.
Oh, yes.
It's
Yes,
like
they are.
£140 to sit in the foul ball territory.
Yep. Yeah. It's not worth it.
No,
It's,
no, it's
it's
not.
just not worth it.
Especially when the London Stadium is not designed to be the shape of a fucking baseball field.
No, no, it's
So
not.
no one's going to hit a fucking home run in that stadium unless they put the unless they put the mound at the halfway line.
Yeah, they will. All of that grass will get stripped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it worse than the American football ever could.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so moving on.
Microsoft.
Yeah, so Xbox E3. There was loads here, man. I don't know where to start. I
Uh,
what did you think to Xbox E3 this year? Did you like it?
I think I liked it. I think that they did exactly what they knew they needed to do, which was announce games and say, look, we're really sorry about everything that's happened this entire generation where we fucked up consistently at the start.
Yeah,
And to make amends for that, we are gonna start next gen right.
yeah,
They've got some decent partnerships on them. They've got a couple of decent ideas coming forward, and I think the most amusing partnership that they've picked up is that weird Lego one they've got for Forza.
yeah. See, that was interesting to me. I don't play Forza, but I like the look of it. Apparently, it's quite good, but
I've got it downloaded. I need to play it at some point, but at the same time, it needs to play so many other things. Putting a Lego game onto Forza Horizon is not on my high priority list.
but uh, but I like that they're skipping Forza this year
Yeah,
because Forza 7 will it be Forza 7?
I think it would be 7.
Will definitely be a
No,
launch
it'd be
title for
8.
the 8. Will definitely be a launch title for the new Xbox.
Well, Forza Horizon 2 was a launch title for the Xbox One.
Yeah,
I think they launched Xbox One with a Forza Horizon game, and I think that was probably a huge mistake.
yeah,
So, yeah, them skipping Forza for a year was clearly a good marketing strategy, considering with Scarlet next year they can go, here is our first 8K massive racing game.
yeah.
We've got 1,000 cars, we've got 1,000,000 tracks, and we have dynamic rain or some shit.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be another Forza game that I pick up and play for half an hour and then never play again because Forza.
Yeah, it's a racing game. It's not exactly your cup of tea.
No.
And racing games are my cup of tea, but it's been such a long time since I've actually played and enjoyed a racing game that I will probably end up with it because it'll be a launch title. And
Yeah,
I'm probably going to get the next Xbox on launch day.
yeah. So let's talk about the next Xbox because obviously this was the big announcement for this one, and we all knew it was coming. Everyone knew it was
Yep.
coming. Project Scarlet. Quick thoughts. What do you reckon?
So I'm going to before I go into the Scarlet stuff, did you see the little announcements coming out of the Xbox Twitter account before E3, where they put the RGB code for the color Scarlet hidden in the tweets?
No.
So they put pictures up of the Xbox conference, and in writing they put numbers for the color Scarlet, where it was the red, then the green, then the blue, in 3 separate tweets for the color Scarlet. So it was actually pretty cool.
Okay,
Anyway,
I didn't see that at all.
yeah, that was their little hint to say they were going to announce some Scarlet stuff. Was that's what they did?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So with Scarlet's announcement, where they've basically given us as much information as Spiderweb, because it's it's a teaser to say, look, we are massive gamers ourselves, and we're building you an ultra powerful console because that's what we want to do.
Yeah. But the thing for me, right, with that announcement, if I'd have muted that announcement and watched it, it could have easily been selling me the Xbox One or the Xbox
Yeah.
One X. Or it's just a silver and green motherboard CGI thing and a bunch of talking heads.
Yeah,
As much
it.
as I'm excited for Scarlet, man, I need to see gameplay. I need to see the box. I need to see specs. I need to see things.
Yeah,
But a bunch of talking heads after the clusterfuck that was the Xbox One. And don't get, I love my Xbox. I love my Xbox. But you can't fucking deny that the launch of that thing was a complete fucking mess.
yeah. The world wasn't ready for all digital.
No.
The world's probably still not ready for all digital with the next generation of consoles. The sad Xbox has not sold particularly well. However, it has sold some, and some people have been interested in it. They didn't get the pricing right for it at
No.
all. Um,
Considering my experiences of the last 12 months, I will not buy I will not go an all digital route ever. As long as there is a route for me to buy physical, I will definitely 100% do that.
well, yeah, that's because you keep buying the wrong games and renting the wrong ones, the
But
right ones,
the
rather.
problem is, you can't always tell that you've rented the wrong game or bought the wrong game. You know?
You usually can within 2 hours, like Red Dead. When you
Yeah.
realize that after 2 hours you were still watching the fucking credits,
Well,
you
yeah, but
probably should have gone, you know what? I'm gonna kick this back and buy it when it's cheap.
the problem is, I'm not going to harp on my experience with Red Dead, but the thing with Red Dead was it's a massive game. It took 2 hours for anything to happen, and which is completely expected of a game that big. I needed 10 to 15 hours before I genuinely realised, okay, this isn't for me. It's time to get rid of this fucking thing. And if I had it physical, I would have sold it. But I
I'm
don't, and
pretty
now
sure
I
I
own it
told you
forever.
this game wasn't for you before you'd even started playing it.
Yeah, you did. But the problem is, you have. Well, no. What I'm saying is, right. So it's all well and good for you to say that, and 99 times out of 100, I would believe you. But I fucking love Red Dead Redemption 1, and I love the genre that the
Yeah.
series is set in. There is nothing about this game that I shouldn't like, and it's not until you get into the deep, deep mechanics of it that are fucking awful that I realise this game ain't for me. And the problem is, at that point, I've already spent and wasted 80 quid.
Yeah.
It should have been the game I wanted to play, and it turned out it wasn't. The problem is, at a 2 hour limit, there's no way in Red Dead Redemption you can tell. There's just none.
Yeah, 2 hours is enough because a lot of games, after 2 hours, you've probably finished enough of the game to go, you know what, I'm not interested. But because games are getting so much bigger now, they might need to up that limit to five.
Yeah,
So,
but
or the 10-hour trial that
yeah,
is on EA Access, where, okay, yes, you may not get put a 10-hour trial on almost all digital titles. If you download the 10-hour trial, then you don't unlock the whole game. You only get a small fraction. You can't do certain things, just so that way you know whether or not you want to buy the game or not.
yeah,
Lock achievements as well. So you can't get achievements in the 10-hour trial, but if you do buy the game, then the achievements also unlock.
yeah,
That would work, and therefore people would have that 10-hour trial and they would play the game for 10 hours and go, you know what, yeah, I want to buy it, and then buy it, or they go, I don't want to buy it, and they've not really played much of it because, well, in 10 hours you can't do a lot in most games these days.
no,
You could probably finish the Madden long shot story in 10 hours,
yeah,
which is why they lock it away to the 10-hour trial is just the first two missions usually.
yeah,
I say missions, but yeah, it's like the first five snaps, and then that's it. You're done, and you have to buy the whole game to finish it. Not that you would.
no. But yeah, I mean, we're going off track again. So yeah, I won't go a digital route ever.
No.
Not until there's literally nothing else for me to do. And at that point, it will either be I don't play video games when they first come out and only ever play them once I can buy them digitally for a fiver, or one of the vendors fixes their fucking refund policies.
Yeah.
Although, we will get on to where this might change in just a little while.
Yeah.
Uh, but Xbox, I was impressed. Scarlet could be okay. I will be more excited when I see a Project Scarlet.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of their little tech announcement to Scarlet of we're putting in a special bespoke SSD and we're gonna utilize VRAM instead of RAM, where it's like Microsoft have always been putting in cutting edge tech into their console. It's like they put in like the cutting edge prototype GDDR whatever the fuck RAM in the Xbox One at launch. So putting in a special bespoke SSD, VRAM, and having the X Cloud, as they call it,
Yeah,
being the main talking point for we want you to be able to play games everywhere all the time.
yeah,
Just pick up and play, just go move. You've got your Xbox Scarlet here, and you want to go play your games on your PC over here, go for it, because that's what the power of the X Cloud's going to allow you to do. And just throwing yourself around like a real just in general.
yeah. See, the xCloud thing bugs me a little bit as well because we had this again. We had this with the Xbox One, the power of the cloud. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I've seen nothing from your goddamn, the amount of tech, the amount of money Microsoft as a whole, not just for Xbox, but Microsoft, have sunk into Azure. And a lot of that is for Xbox gaming as well. I want to see what it can do. And
Yeah.
we've spent the last 6 years seeing nothing.
No, and we'll probably spend the next 4 years seeing nothing as well
Yeah,
because they are doing one thing really, really well, and that is announcing things that are reliant on tech that doesn't exist yet.
yeah.
Because HoloLens is another thing. You can buy HoloLens, but not if you want to be a consumer.
No.
Businesses, great.
I got,
But
talking HoloLens, I got an email the other day because I get all the security alerts and that from Microsoft, and there's only an exploit on HoloLens, which just made me
nice.
laugh. I read it and I went, who the fuck's going to try and hijack a HoloLens? And what the fuck for?
Just it putting viruses on HoloLens.
Yeah. Anyway, that's beside it made me think of that. It just made me smile.
Yeah. But yeah, the xCloud, cutting edge technology from a time that isn't around yet and probably won't be around for a long time or long enough that no one is going to remember it when it comes and is available in every house. It's like when they said that they're going to be doing 8K at 120 FPS. No one's going to have that ability.
No.
Not not anytime soon. Most people don't even have 4K in their houses. One of my mates said that he doesn't use a 4K because he has a PC monitor that has a ridiculously high refresh rate.
Yeah.
Power to him because it really benefits his play stuff on PC stuff. It means that he doesn't usually enable the HDI settings despite having an S when he plays games. But when he came around mine the other day to play some Battlefield and he saw it in 4K, then he was like looking at it going and played Red Dead again in the HDR and seeing it, and he was like, okay, yeah, this does look fucking gorgeous. But when you're playing competitive multiplayer stuff, you want that higher refresh rate, and that's why he has that PC monitor.
Yeah.
It's 8K at 120 FPS is going to be reserved for a time in the very distant future when, again, it's the technology of the time we have at the moment. It's not feasible, not for the majority of people who can afford to buy stuff.
No.
You, if you go out and buy yourself one of those Scarlets, that thing's going to be £500.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be cheap. Not at all.
And then you need to go drop 2K on a fucking television,
Yeah, it's not happening.
minimum.
It's not happening. I will
You could
settle
probably
for
sell you.
4K with higher refresh rate or 4K with higher frame rate. I don't want 8K. I've got no use for it. I
I,
literally I
is it?
don't need it.
Can you even tell what 8K is? Isn't 8K at the point where it's like we're looking at real life now?
Like looking out the window. Fuck
Yeah.
that. It's grey outside. 8K means
Well, yeah.
colour.
Yeah.
So what else was there? Oh, so new Halo. You a Halo fan? Do you play Halo?
I'm not a Halo fan, but I am an Xbox owner, so naturally I have to love Halo in some way or another. In all seriousness, I don't like Halo. I finished Halo 1. I finished Halo 3. I liked ODST and I liked Reach. I've not finished 4. I think I've done like 2 missions of 4 and I haven't played 5. And I've done like 3 missions of Halo 2. So, no is the answer. I've tried. I've honestly tried to want to play Halo and to just to play Halo and get through it. And the fact that I have Game Pass means that I've got the Master Chief Collection plus all the other Halo stuff. It's not for me. It's I'm not a Gears fan either, so when we move on to that later.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
How are you with Halo? Are
I
you
couldn't care
excited for
less.
the new
No.
Halo?
Uh, but,
I don't understand what's going on.
okay, we need to get off of Xbox because I've got loads of positive things to say. The problem with a lot of what Xbox is, it just bugged me. I didn't hate it; it just bugged me. Halo, I'm s- Master Chief's outfit looked badass in 2001 or whenever it was it first came out. Master Chief's outfit does not look cool anymore. It doesn't. It
No, it looks no worse, no better than the outfits from Haze.
no, no. And I was playing Doom the other day and I was like, this looks badass. Master Chief can fuck off. Doomslayer looks fucking badass. He just looks meaty and like a person. Master Chief just looks like someone got a picture of a guy in just a skin tight lycra suit and then just stuck green Lego all over it.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan, and I'm not saying that to be negative. It just he needs a new look. I understand that it's iconic. It doesn't look it anymore. Uh,
they need to change the character. They need to not have Chief.
yeah,
I mean, the guys from Reach were pretty cool, and the guys from ODST again looked pretty cool. And those games were relatively successful enough that you don't need to keep following this fucking Chief storyline.
no,
But
no. I don't.
ev
I,
everyone wants to keep playing as the Master Chief.
I don't know why. Uh, but you're not a Gears fan either.
No, I don't understand how I can even be an Xbox fan. I don't like the two only. Yeah, the two only franchises they have.
No, Gears. I will play Gears because I like. Gears is the reason I own an Xbox just at all. But yeah, it's not the greatest anymore.
No, no, not. I don't understand. What was the music they were playing at the same time as like showing off the latest Gears?
I have no idea.
And just like the heads just spazzing out,
I have,
for lack of a better word.
I have no idea. I'm guessing the chick from the front cover is going to be the main star of this one. But apart from that, no. I honestly I don't know. They showed off the new multiplayer thing, which looked like Reverse Horde. So
Okay.
looks interesting. I, outside of Cyberpunk, actually no, I lie. There were two things that really got me. So Cyberpunk 2077 looks great, uh, but that's like April next year, and there's going to be like 400 hours to finish.
Yeah.
And they showed off a thing called 12 minutes. T-
Yeah.
12 minutes looks like my jam.
12 minutes did look kind of cool. Like a weird, interesting kind of cool. You know, the the idea of you reliving moments in time and as a puzzle detective type thing, it could end up being quite cool. And it just, I know that it's not even remotely close to the same game, but watching that reminded me of the Quantum Break initial trailer,
Yeah,
where it looked like a really interesting detective puzzle thing. And I hope it ends up being better than Quantum Break. Not that I've really given Quantum Break any kind of time. This really should.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Game Pass.
So I bought, what was the other one? Because there was Quantum Break and there was one, oh, Recall. I bought the Recall
Oh
Definitive
God.
Edition in time for when I got my One X. It's still in the fucking cellophane nearly 2 years later.
I can do you one better. I bought Recall ready in time for the HDR stuff for the X. You know what I did?
Go on.
Traded in Recall the day before picking up my X, so I had a bit of Xbox game credit to pay for my X.
Nice. Very nice. What else was there? What else was there?
New
Uh,
controller.
oh yeah, new Elite controller. I will gladly buy a new Elite controller, but it's going to be 170 fucking pound.
Yeah, to be fair, if you try and get hold of one of the current gen Elite controllers, they're about the same price right now,
True,
still.
true.
So it's but until we actually get, a bit of hands-on with the new Elite controller, I'm not really willing to throw 180 quid onto a controller based on how the first one went. Because
No,
the first one did not have a good lifespan.
no.
Well,
Okay,
mine did because mine's only just really got to a point of being unusable in the last 3 months,
that's
which is
fair
why
enough.
I changed over around Christmas time to my new one.
Yeah. So I got one when I upgraded my Xbox One to the Xbox One Elite. Obviously, it came with an Elite controller, and I loved it. So when I then traded in my Elite, so I had credit towards my One X, I then also had to buy another Elite controller, which basically wiped out all the credit I got for my Xbox Elite.
Yeah.
Uh, so that was again nearly 2 years ago. I'd done that, and the controller's used most days, even if it's just for a little bit. And touch wood, I've never had an issue with it. The only issue I've had is I dropped it and one of the sticks came off and I couldn't find it, and I didn't find it until I hoovered it up.
Ah,
And when I hoovered it up, it ripped off all the rubber. So
ouch.
yeah, and now I'm using one long stick and one short stick because I can't find a decent replacement part. Uh,
Surely you can wait. Which stick is it? Because I might have one.
the standard length one, so the short one.
I can't guarantee it's going to be in a perfect condition because it will have been used
Has
obviously by me for the space of a year.
has it been run through a hoover?
It's not been run through a Hoover,
Then it's
no.
probably in better condition than my last one.
Yeah, because I've taken apart my old Elite controller, so I've just got some spare parts
Nice.
ready for just in case this one breaks.
Yeah.
So I've got the parts for it rather than needing to buy parts. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you the thumbsticks for
Awesome.
the that size.
Thanking you very much.
Not a problem. That's what friends are for.
Uh, is that Xbox done?
Well, we've also got the Game Pass Ultimate
Oh yeah. Okay.
announcement.
So we've got Game Pass Ultimate, and Game Pass PC.
Yep.
So Game Pass Ultimate is 15 quid a month, 12 quid a month.
Yeah, £12 a
Yeah.
month.
Uh,
No, it's 10.99, I think.
okay, it's not bad. 10.99 a month, and that's live and Game Pass.
Yep.
And if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you also get access to Game Pass on PC
When it goes live
when it goes
in a
live.
couple of weeks,
Yeah,
months. Yeah.
which I think is quite a good deal.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of roll into this whole Play Anywhere thing that they've been trying to do for the last couple of years. If you have games, so a lot of the games that they announced this year are all going to be on Game Pass like day and date. So yeah, Gears and Halo and all that are all going to be that. The interesting one, Gears 5, you will have access to it 3 days early if you have Game Pass,
Yep.
or if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you'll have access to it 3 days early, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Good way to sell your subscription service. Bad
Well,
way to sell your big one of your three big franchises.
Well, if you are people going to buy Gears who don't already have Game Pass for the most part?
Probably not. You have a point. I would. I bought Gears 4. I still own Gears 4. Uh,
But
even
Gears
though,
4 was pre-Game Pass. Well,
uh,
pre-Game Pass going with
yeah,
day one on release, because that was Sea of Thieves, I think.
yeah. Uh, I would probably, when it went cheaper, if I've got Game Pass, I would probably pick up Gears when it was maybe half price because I like a physical copy.
Yeah,
If one day I decide I don't want Game Pass anymore, I will still have a physical copy to play.
yeah,
But that's just me. Uh,
yeah,
I think Game Pass Ultimate's a fantastic idea. I think Game Pass is, and I've been singing the praises of Game Pass since its inception. I've
yeah.
had it since day one, and I've used it semi-regularly. I think it's great.
So Game Pass was brilliant because when they changed it to the whole games on release, it meant that you could drop the £1.50 for a month of Game Pass,
Yeah,
or it was like up to £3 for a month of Game Pass to play the game for a month
yeah,
and decide whether or not you wanted to buy it almost. Because for £3 to play a game versus dropping £50 to play
yeah.
a game and realize you don't want to play it anymore and you've done those 2 hours. So Sea of Thieves is a great example. Boy, am I glad I never bought Sea of Thieves.
Crackdown.
Yeah, like, Crackdown, another one. State of Decay, not that great, but for free,
Yeah,
perfectly fine. A lot of the games that get thrown onto Game Pass just like randomly over the course of the years when the Handsome Jack collection went onto it at
yeah,
E3. Metro Exodus, uh, having access to all of the Metro games thanks to Game Pass now
yeah.
is pretty good.
So, yeah.
Just in
Exodus is
general,
one I
games
need to
going up.
install.
Yeah,
I kind of want to install the Handsome Collection.
you should.
I know, but I also know how much of a time sink those games are.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was playing with Lee on the preschool, and I joined him. He was like level 16, and I was level 24 because I'd finished the story.
Yeah,
And then by the time I got around to finding a bit of time to play with him the second time, he was level 30.
nice.
I was level 26. I was getting my ass handed to me repeatedly.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, yeah, but Game Pass Ultimate, we've been talking about this for a little while. We're just kind of hinting if they were to roll Game Pass and Gold into the same payment, absolutely would buy that straight away.
yeah.
And my favorite thing with Game Pass Ultimate,
Go on.
having it until 2021 right now.
Yeah. So upgrade for a quid, uh, and it will upgrade your entire live
Yeah.
subscription to Ultimate for up to 3 years,
Yep.
which I think was great. I mean, I only had 6 months worth, I think. So,
Yeah.
but even then, 6 months worth is fine.
Yeah. 6 months for £1.
Yeah.
That's that is a lot cheaper than, well, just in general.
And I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore.
No.
I don't need it. I don't want it. I play pretty much exclusively exclusives on my PlayStation. I don't need the online for anything. And if I do, I'll nick a trial code from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no use for it, so I won't bother. But that money now goes towards Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep. I probably won't bother with the next generation of PlayStation console, like at all.
Oh, I definitely will.
I can count on one hand the number of times I've turned on my PlayStation.
No. I would like to play my PlayStation more.
I think I would too, but I don't. I say this, I don't own enough games on it to play it. At the
No.
same time, is that I keep renting games to play them, and I keep buying ish games or having games. I have more physical games for my PlayStation than any other console. I still don't turn it on.
Fair enough. No, I will definitely get whatever the next PlayStation is, but whether I get it at launch or wait for a deal of some description, that depends. Depends on the specs, depends on the price, depends on the launch games. Because of course we're talking Last of Us 2, we're talking Ghost of Tsushima. Although I read a thing the other day that said Ghost of Tsushima might be canned, which would be really sad.
Wasn't
Uh,
that only announced last year?
yeah, it's Sucker
Wow.
Punch as well, so which is a shame because I like Sucker Punch, but they are a small studio now. They lost half their staff. That's neither. That's not E3 chat because Sony weren't at E3, so fuck them. Xbox. Oh, Xbox now
Yep.
own Double Fine Studios. I like them apples.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong,
Uh,
nothing wrong with that.
no, absolutely not. There is low. This is. It would be insane to try and go through everything that they showed at Xbox or at any of the shows because they're all fucking massive. So should we skip ahead and be done with Xbox?
Yeah, I think we've spoken around Xbox enough,
All right. So
positive and negative.
I can fly through the next one pretty quick, so I know you'll have nothing to say because it's Bethesda. Do
I
you have
can't
anything to
even.
say about Bethesda's E3 conference?
I don't even remember what happened on the Bethesda E3 conference.
Let me remind you really quickly. Some cunt in the front row wouldn't stop yelling "fuck yeah" because
Got it.
apparently we weren't at a press conference. We were at a fucking metal show. Uh, the lads came out and got the piss taken out of them for Fallout 76. They tried to laugh off Fallout 76, and then they introduced Fallout 76's Battle Royale mode and Wastelanders, which gives NPCs and so human NPCs and side quests and consequences. So they've basically finally made Fallout 76 a Fallout game. Uh, we had Tango Gameworks' new game, which interests me because I've tried several times to get into the Evil Within and I can't. I don't know why. I just can't.
Because it's not horror enough for you.
But it is horror enough. It is proper horror, not proper horror. It's gory horror. It's not quite torture porn, but is tortury porny enough. I on paper, the Evil Within, I should be the Evil Within's number one fan. There's just something about it. I can't get my teeth into it. So they've announced Ghostwire Tokyo, and it looks not survival horror. So obviously, oh my god, please God, Matt, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to Google it because I've forgotten his fucking name. The guy that created Evil Within and Resident Evil.
I think I remember seeing something about Ghostwire Tokyo, or at least I remember someone the mentioning of Tokyo in some way, and me looking at it going and thinking, it doesn't look terrible,
Yeah,
and it doesn't look my cup of tea, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of half interested.
it's Shinji Mikami. So Shinji Mikami is the guy that he owns Tango Gameworks or he runs Tango Gameworks. So his kind of protege, and I'm not going to look her up because I can't remember her name, and finding her name will be a nightmare. But his kind of protege, who did work on Bayonetta, I think she's done like character work on Bayonetta, is has made this or is making this Ghostwire Tokyo. So it's kind of spooky, kind of action adventure, who done it mystery kind of thing, which looks really kind of cool. Uh, I you know me with Bethesda stuff. I'm quite happy to give Bethesda a shot most of the time and see what they do. This looks quite interesting. Uh, what else do we have? Lots of Elder Scrolls 6 nonsense, or lots of Elder Scrolls nonsense. Sorry, just dragons everywhere. All look like Game of Thrones. Not interested. We had Deathloop, which is the new Groundhog Day like time loop game where you play as one of two assassins from the guys at Arcane, so the guys that made Dishonored and Prey. And they came out and they said, this is really fucking cool. And in Arcane's typical way, you can play the levels however you want. That makes me very excited. I love Dishonored. I love Prey. I love Arcane. Bring it on. Looks kind of cool. I reckon this is a next gen game. I don't reckon we see it for a couple of years. Uh, and then, mate, we got Doom Eternal, which just looks so fucking badass. It just looks like I just sat there with the biggest, stupidest fucking grin on my face the entire time I was watching this demo. There's just something about New Doom that is so good, and I cannot fucking wait for Doom Eternal. It's going to be legendary. That is what I have to say about Bethesda, I think.
I don't think I watched the whole Bethesda conference because I don't remember half of what you'd said, but I do remember the Tokyo game, which is weird. Which
Fair
means that I
enough.
watched a lot more of it than I thought I was going to, but at the same time I also didn't finish it apparently.
Uh, you should watch the rest of the Bethesda show.
I don't want to.
Okay, go YouTube just the Doom bit of it, because it's like 15 minutes. But mate, it looks brilliant. Like it is so much fun.
Yeah, I I probably won't YouTube it in any
Ah,
way, but
douchebag.
I assume at some point, just like Doom 1 and both the Wolfensteins, that I will probably end up with it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I you have many copies of Doom now. Play
It
fucking Doom.
play at least one of the copies of Doom that I have that either A, you bought me, or B, was on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Or was free on PlayStation Plus at some point, or was probably free on Xbox Live Gold.
so maybe you have multiple ways of playing it now.
Yeah, I know, but
And I
I don't even want to play the games that I want to play. So playing Doom really doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon.
I see. I'm playing it again, and I was playing it not last night, night before, and I forgot just how intense it is. Like it's just running through everything and shooting the shit out of everything with every gun you can find. It's if you stop and try and kill everything from behind a wall, you're going to get your ass handed to you. You just have to run through arenas and shoot the shit out of everything. It's so intense, but it's so satisfying when you get to the end of a fight or the end of a level. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but I've got like three Metro games still to play. Plus, I think I would rather play the Wolfenstein games over Doom. But I've also got other stuff. So yeah,
Fair enough. Okay, so we'll move on from Bethesda then, because Bethesda, I just
suck.
Bethesda are great. Take away their
No, they're not.
RPGs, and Bethesda are fucking awesome. Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Ubisoft. Uh,
I
Ubisoft
think
opened up.
I fast forwarded a lot of the Ubisoft conference.
So Ubisoft was interesting. So this, obviously, we or Matt and I suppose, said this a couple of weeks ago. Like weren't gonna do, we weren't gonna sit up until all hours of the night watching conferences and podcasting on conferences. I didn't take any time off of work for it this year. I watched the shows I could when I was up, and the other ones I caught up with during the day or in the evening when I got home. So
You stayed up
Ubisoft,
for Ubisoft, didn't you?
no, I watched Ubisoft at work. What was on? Ubisoft was on the same night as Brightburn. I went to see the Brightburn Unlimited screening instead.
Okay.
Uh, Ubisoft started with Watch Dogs, the worst kept fucking secret of the last 2 years that we were getting Watch Dogs 3.
You mean Watch Dogs Legion?
Yes, Watch Dogs Legion. Now, I've got to admit, Ubisoft can sell to me. Ubisoft just have a way of making their trailers, especially the tech stuff or the Tom Clancy stuff. They can just, there's something about those trailers. They just make me smile and make me want to buy their products. Uh, I like Ubisoft games, so actually, Watch Dogs Legion, I will probably pick up one way or another. Uh,
You, it was for the old lady, isn't it?
You know what? Did you watch the conference?
Yes, I did watch the
All right.
conference.
So now you have to remember, and this isn't something that many people probably know because I don't really talk about it on our video game podcast. But I love history. I've loved history my entire life. Uh, Literally, I used to spend my evenings not reading novels, but reading history books as well. And World War stuff is amazing. And the best thing, mate, about moving to Milton Keynes is that I live 5 minutes away from fucking Bletchley Park. Bletchley Park is one of the coolest places in the world. I fucking love it. So when Bletchley Park got a mention at the goddamn Ubisoft conference, I wanted to get up and cheer like I was at a goddamn concert. I was so happy. And the dude clearly feels the same way as he kind of these ladies fucking invented hacking. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Mate, I was so I just had the stupidest like big kid grin on my face the whole time. It was awesome. But yes, playing as the and that fucking gameplay with the music when they had the granny playing was just perfect. It was just awesome. Uh, so yeah, I'm sold on Watch Dogs Legion, and I quite like the idea of recruiting everybody everywhere. I understand this is a Ubisoft game, so what everyone everywhere means is one of the same 20 voices, but
Yep.
still, it could be fun. It could be
I,
fun.
I on- I'm really excited because when they showed off the recruit everyone and then they then put up a picture of a cop, I instantly was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have so many police cops.
Yeah,
Just because it's your opponent isn't the law, it's the occupying state of the law.
yeah,
So the cops themselves are also not happy with what's going on. So yes, it makes sense. But I was a little excited for that, and I'm quite happy with the idea of that's what it's going to be going forward.
yeah.
The,
Uh,
the, the more it's going to be more and more interesting over time, and I'm seeing Watch Dogs Legion launch trailer, secret launch, whatever it is,
yeah,
and having a date for it has made me buy Watch Dogs 2
yep,
because thanks to the E3 sale, it was £11.
yeah. See, I picked it up. I think I picked up the gold edition for 12 quid on Xbox Live. Having rented it when it first came out and enjoying the first few missions, but going off and playing something else, which was why I rented it. I wanted to see if it was any good. So 12 quid for the gold edition on live. Oh, shit, yeah, I'll pay that. And I really enjoyed it. Like, really, really
I did,
liked it.
I didn't hate Watch Dogs 1. I just got really bored
The
towards the end
the
because it was just the same mission over and over,
yeah, the
more or
perfect
less.
way to play Watch Dogs 1 was just to play the fucking story and nothing else.
Yeah,
Because the second you started doing side missions and puzzles and shit, it got really boring and I hated it. But the story was really fun
it
and
became present day Assassin's Creed.
yeah, but the story was 10 hours and done and it was perfect. Watch Dogs 2 took me a little while. I played, a couple of hours here and there, a couple of side missions, a couple of missions, did some fun stuff. But they changed it up. They made it fun, made it a bit silly, not taking it, excuse me, not taking itself seriously. That was the way I wanted to play, and that's how it looks like they're doing with Watch Dogs Legion. So, yeah,
Oh yeah, the not taking itself too seriously when you have an old lady swearing at essentially a faceless AI voice
to
for
yeah,
not having enough uh
not being
uh
respectful enough towards the
yeah,
dead.
yeah, that's the word. That's
Yeah.
the words I'm looking for.
So Watch Dogs Legion is, I think, a definite for me.
Yep.
Uh,
That's a day
or,
one buy, I think.
or actually, but, well,
I
depends on
I
depends on what's coming out. It comes out a month before Cyberpunk,
yeah.
which,
No, I can probably get both.
which is a tough sell for me because, well, one, money, but two, I don't necessarily have the time. Depend on what else is happening and what else is coming out, and yeah, it depends on what's going on. I kind of have to wing it, but we'll see. Uh,
I think I'm more invested in Watch Dogs than Cyberpunk, and that's only because my history of Ubisoft games is better than my history of CD Projekt Red, which is that I've bought one of their games and not played.
yeah, there is that, and I bet if I had to choose, I would probably go for Watch Dogs. But Cyberpunk looks different, new. I don't know. I literally, it's going to be, can I withhold, can I stop myself from buying Watch Dogs on the day it comes out? And if I can, maybe I'll get to Cyberpunk. Uh, what else did we have? Oh, we had more Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which
You
we
mean
saw.
more John Barenthal and Dog?
Now let's talk about John Bernthal and his dog. Hi, I'm John Bernthal, or hi, I'm John. This is Bam Bam the dog. If anything was gonna, I didn't actually think anything could top Keanu Reeves turning up at Xbox. The cutest dog in the world, and his gorgeous fucking pit bull, Bam Bam the dog. I'm buying Breakpoint just because Bam Bam the dog.
Is Bam Bam even in the game, or did he just walk out and bring
No,
his
it's his
dog with him?
dog.
Cool.
John Bernthal goes everywhere with that dog. That dog goes everywhere with John Bernthal.
That makes sense.
He is a big fan of his dog, uh, as most dog owners are. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you look for pictures of John Bernthal at most places, you'll see him with his dog. Uh, and that's just kind of how he dresses as well. Like every photo is just him in jeans and a pair of boots and a black shirt and his pitty.
He, he is every
I love that
character
man.
he's ever played
I
in
just I,
TV and
I,
film.
I just want to be John Bernthal and I want his dog. Um,
You could probably do half of that.
well, I can have his dog.
But you can dress up like John Bernthal.
But the problem was his
Jeans,
game
black
actually.
t-shirt, and boots.
The game they showed nothing new of the game. Uh, I'm not sold by Breakpoint yet. I want it and I want to play it and I want it to be great, but I'm not sold just yet. I I was mildly impressed when the community manager came out and said, "We heard what people have been saying, and you will get your AI companions back." Because that was a big fucking deal for me, losing your AI companions in a game that's built for 4 players, whether or not they're AI,
Yeah.
to not have them there when your mates ain't online is shit. So I'm glad they're coming back.
I'd rather you got four characters, so it's you and three AI, or
Yeah,
you one friend and two AI, or you two friends and one AI. If there was always four people, I'd be a lot happier
yeah,
because I think that that would make it a lot more balanced. But it was my complaint when me and you played together on Wildlands. It's
yeah,
like the second I joined your lobby and you lost access to two people,
yeah,
made technically makes the game infinitely harder.
yep. I just want guys that I can do a couple of sync shots with. Is all I need.
Yeah,
Uh,
because when we tried to sync shot and it just ended up with me just shooting the wrong person and then getting killed repeatedly. Yay,
yeah,
leveling.
yeah. Uh, we shall see. What did we get? We got Rainbow Six Year 4.
Yep, and then a survival horror looking Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Yeah, which looks interesting.
Yeah, I think that does look rather exciting, even though I'm not a survival horror game fan.
Yeah. And we got the only, considering they've been teasing it for 3 fucking years now, the only sighting of Splinter Cells in a shitty mobile game.
Yeah,
I did. I looked at that. I thought, oh, you fucking douchebags! I can't believe you've done that. I just, I just can't.
I just like the fact that there was so many fucking Ubisoft characters. Like seeing Montagna from Rainbow Six Siege. It's
Yeah,
like his entire career in video games has been the fact that he was part of year one of Rainbow Six Siege. Just a big French guy with a shield.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, and he's now made it and enough that he's in a mobile game as a big French guy with a shield.
I love that you got big bearded guy Nomad from Ghost Recon Wildlands when Nomad is a customizable character. He doesn't look like that in anyone's game. But okay. Uh, but like I say, UB know how to sell shit to me. Like we said this last year with the Division. Like the Division trailer was just all that kind of high tech. This happened, and you're an agent, and it's all bollocks. Wow.
Douchebag came back.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Uh, yeah, but it's all utter bollocks. But it sells to me. There's just something about it that just it sells to me. I can't help it. I want to buy everything that Ubisoft do, which makes one of their announcements really interesting.
The fact that the Division 2 is going back to New York.
No,
Oh.
Uplay Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Uplay Plus interests me a lot. So, and you and I have had this conversation a lot. We've got Game Pass, we've got Origin, we've got Uplay Plus. We are heading into that point, a bit like fucking TV and film. Every major company is going to have their own streaming service, and you're just
Yep.
going to have to pick and choose what ones you buy access to. UB works for me.
Yeah.
I play almost everything that UB put out one way or another. So
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
so $15 a month is a bit steep, I
Especially
think.
when it's PC only.
Well, is it?
Well, that's all they've put out at the moment,
Nope.
is I'm guessing is that it's PC only.
It's PC and Stadia only.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody's
see,
getting. Nobody's buying a Stadia.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am. I've got my pre-order in and everything.
You dick.
It's 160 quid buy-in for a brand new console.
Your internet's not good enough.
35 meg. Yeah, you need. Seriously, I looked at all the specs and I thought, well, it could be, and I did. I ummed and ahed, and because I have an OnLive account and I've played OnLive, and this is basically Google OnLive. Uh, I I was dubious. Let's put it that way. I still am dubious. But in a world where this machine or this particular console is streaming only, so it's never going to replace my consoles, I don't think, because I like to own physical copies. Uh, but you basically have a controller and a Google Chromecast and a Stadia app, and that's it. You plug it into anything, and anything that can display your Chromecast and has an internet connection, you can play games on. If it's really that simple, what's not to love?
Yeah, I suppose.
And okay, so and this is kind of where my brain goes. I what 3 to 4 times a year at least I have to go away for work, and I'm stuck in a fucking hotel for a week doing nothing. So usually I take my Switch with me. The problem with my Switch is I don't like it. The Switch is in portable mode. The Switch is too small for me. It hurts my goddamn hands. So I've got a tiny little Chromecast and a controller about the size of an Xbox controller, and all I need is one plug and access to the HDMI port in the TV in the hotel room.
And good enough internet in the hotel.
In fairness, I don't. You need 35 meg for 4K. I will quite happily play, I don't know, some shitty indie game that's on the storefront for free. It's what I would be playing on the Switch,
True.
you know. But at that point, I've also got, because it's a Chromecast, I've also got Netflix and Amazon and iPlayer and all the other shit you get on a standard Chromecast. So I've literally brought an entertainment center with me, plus a games console in a Chromecast.
A Chromecast Ultra.
A Chromecast Ultra, because it's 4K capable. So, and the thing is, right, most UB games, for me, I play single player UB games. So it doesn't matter to me that none of my other gaming friends have got a Stadia. I'm not playing online with them.
True. If you can, well, game saves, if you can translate them across platform, that'd be cool.
I don't think you can. Now, talking about Stadia, so they've announced this Stadia Founders Edition. So the Founders Edition is it's a limited edition color controller, which I don't care about. I just need the controller. Oh, pardon me. It's the Google Chromecast Ultra. And I think, if I remember rightly, it comes, like everybody that buys into it on release will get a copy of Destiny 2.
Hmm.
Now, and you will be able to transfer your characters to it from wherever.
Yeah,
Because they're held with Bungie, aren't they? They're held on the Bungie servers, not on game
yeah.
servers.
I
Uh,
think that they've allowed that for most people onto Destiny 2 is that they can
yeah,
do that one-time transfer from whichever console it was beforehand.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, so at the very least, I'll have Destiny 2 to play. Not that I'll probably ever play it. Uh,
Also, the fact that Destiny 2 requires a lot of online because
yeah.
you can't can't otherwise really do anything.
Well, to be fair, all of this is going to require online because it's all streamed from Google servers.
Yeah,
Uh, but so Uplay Plus will be I'm guessing like a Stadia app or on the Stadia storefront, and
yeah,
you
probably.
you run the app, and then as long as you have a subscription, you can go off and play whatever game you like.
Yep,
So
just stream yourself a game.
yeah,
Stream yourself a copy of Assassin's Creed 3.
but it also the big selling point for me, right, is it's not going to be, let's say, so it's day and date. You can play brand new games. I want to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I don't just have access to Ghost Recon Breakpoint Standard Edition. I have access to Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the highest edition they have. So if
Yeah,
there's an edition with a shitload of DLC and a shitload of XP boosts, because it's going to have fucking XP boosts, and all that kind of nonsense, I will get all of that as part of my subscription.
yep,
This sells to me, mate. This is for me. This is 100% a machine for me. Uh, and again, you know, it pains me to say it, but as much as I love playing these games, usually once I'm finished them, I don't go back to them. So having a Steam style storefront works for me. And of course, there's going to be freebies and there's going to be extras and there's a $8.99 a month subscription to Stadia, the Stadia Pro, I suppose it's called, which gives you access to some games on their storefront for free. You won't get all the new releases, but there will be and that works for me. £9 a month. Yeah, I'll play other stuff. I'm fine. It's never going to replace my console, not until the day where every console is only streaming. But as a backup
yeah,
console, I'm okay with that.
yeah. I think I think Xbox will be the first to go. Even with PlayStation having PlayStation Now and the fact that they bought out the other company,
Yeah,
uh, uh
Gaikai.
Gaikai, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think even with that, we'll still end up having Xbox being the big company to go. We're going to do a streaming console
yeah.
first. Although, doesn't Amazon have a games controller? and
Uh,
like a couple of like shitty Amazon games,
I do not
like
know.
um,
They did, there
Cut the Rope,
there is
stuff
a
like that.
that's hardly a game though. That's a mobile game.
Yeah, mobile game on big TV.
Yeah, but I like the idea. Like I say, it's not going to be a replacement for my Xbox or my PlayStation, but it will be another console. Uh, and to be honest, maybe it's another console that I can. Yeah, it's an easily replaceable console if it breaks. It's a
True,
Chromecast.
you just buy another Chromecast, or
Yeah,
you just buy another controller and
controllers
hope
are
that the
60 quid
controllers aren't
each.
so still cheaper than an Xbox controller.
Yep. So, well, yeah, we'll see. Maybe it starts gathering dust like everybody's on live console does at the moment. But with
Although,
a
to be
cup,
fair, the on-live consoles were a fucking terrible idea.
oh, they were. Uh, but with with a company like Google doing this, I think there could be some legs in it, some bit of staying power.
Well, depends if Google are going to mothball it after if it doesn't take off immediately like they expect everything to.
Yeah, we'll see.
Although, considering how long it took for them to mothball Google Plus,
Yeah, yeah. I quite instant must have instant YouTube integration because it's Google. So
yeah.
instant stream to YouTube will be kind of cool.
Well, if it's part of the fucking thing, considering you're playing on a server,
Yeah.
technically, as you're streaming it, yeah, you could literally just be, as you're playing it, you're straight on YouTube, just streaming
Well, because I think
at the
that was
same
kind of
time.
that was the plan now, wasn't it? Because I say like you stream, or I stream it on YouTube, and you go, oh, that's good. I wonder if I can play that. And literally, you would click on a link that's on the YouTube video, and it will take you to the Stadia store, and you could play it from there, like direct, which is kind of cool. Like some of the things on it, some of the neat like selling points are interesting, and whether or not they come off as well as Google want them to, remains to be seen. But
If they could add in the share play feature from PlayStation into
yeah,
it at the same time, that would be even better. So you're watching someone streaming on YouTube and go, you know what? And they clearly can't do this mission. I'm gonna pick up my Stadia. I'm gonna take over for them.
yeah,
Do it because you're streaming just like they're streaming.
yep,
Could work.
yeah.
Unlike the share play thing where it's, oh yeah, you can take over your friend's session and just like finish the mission for him. Unfortunately, you're actually streaming, so therefore you are at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm interested,
Yeah,
and
you you play plus.
yeah, Uplay Plus. I mean, I'm definitely. I was kind of hoping it would come to consoles. For me, it would be a no-brainer. If it was on Xbox, I would just go, yep, absolutely. I know it's 10 times the price of EA Access,
But you
but
just cancel your EA Access membership because let's be fair,
I don't
that
play
was the
anything on it.
last. No, I I think the whole day one or rather day -3
Yeah,
to play brand new games with the Ultimate Edition was probably a decent selling point where EA could really learn from it. Whereas EA Access is at some point in the game's life, we will put it free for everyone.
yeah,
Usually after the game is no longer played by anyone,
yeah,
or 2 months before the start of the next season. It's like, oh, you want? It's like the Super Bowl's happened 2 months later. Here you go. Here's Madden.
yeah,
Thanks. No one's interested in American football.
yeah. So this the EA Access isn't a thing for me anymore. I have it because it's 20 quid a month, and I keep 20 quid a year, sorry, and I keep forgetting to cancel it.
Yeah, I think I might cancel mine this year.
But I put Uplay Plus on consoles. I would have it forever. I would never not play Ubisoft games.
Do
You know.
love me a Ubisoft story.
Well, come on, we sat there. Let's be honest about this. You, me, and Lee, we played the Division 2's beta, and all of us went, "Yeah, we're not going to fucking bother with this." And now we're trying to find a time where all of us can get hold of a copy of this game and play together because everybody's saying it's fucking great.
Pretty sure you're the only one who doesn't have a copy of it.
I have a copy of it. I've had a copy of it since day one.
I'm pretty sure I've had a copy since day one.
It's been sat on my
What?
shelf waiting for me to play it. I've just been playing other things waiting for you to.
I've had it since day one. I just need to
Pair of fucking penises.
turn it on, I guess. It's the lack of a better term.
I've got it. It's you know what? It's installed and ready. All I have to do is put the goddamn disc in.
Yeah, I think I think mine's digital, so it's even. I'm literally just sitting. It's as if Lee hasn't been paying attention to every time when he's like put those sales up, and I've said, and one of us has always replied back with, "Yeah, we've already got it, mate. Come on."
I've been playing other things, waiting for you guys, and this is the thing.
Yeah,
I just because I'm renting it, and it's just sat on the side. I'm not renting anything else. I'm playing old games because I've got a bunch of old games that I really want to play. I
yeah.
gave up with
I'm
Rage. Rage has gone back, and there's nothing coming out now that I want to play. So I'm playing Doom, and then I'm playing
yeah.
Dishonored, and then I'm
I
playing
s-
Prey.
I've got a massive library of games. I just need someone to just like give me a kick up the arse and say, "John, we're playing this," and I'll go, "Yeah, okay." Because at the moment, I'm at the most of the time I'm either playing FIFA clubs with with a group of my friends who, and they just text me saying we're playing clubs. It's like, okay, yeah. I'm playing Battlefield with a couple of my friends because it's just because we play Battlefield together.
Yeah,
At the moment, I'm doing Red Dead just because fishing on Red Dead while playing Football Manager is relaxing.
yeah, yeah. We'll have to get that sorted. Right.
Or Lee texts me and we play the preschool.
Hmm. Right. So we're an hour and 45 in, so we might need to get on and finish this up.
Was there anything else? I don't. Oh, Square.
Squeenix.
Yeah,
Uh, how do
this
I
could be really quick.
how do I say this politely? I don't give a fuck about anything Square Enix said this year.
I, all I know is they said the words Final Fantasy a lot.
Yeah, not one sugar-coated shit do I give about anything these people say. I'm not, as a rule, Square Enix's target audience. I don't
It
play Japanese games. I don't like them. I don't
It
enjoy them. I don't.
doesn't help that they've also canned and dropped a lot of studios to other companies for the release games we do like.
Yeah. So there are games that they make that I play. So Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, probably the two biggest ones. But I want to give everything a go. The problem is I have zero interest in Final Fantasy, and I have less interest in playing part one of probably six Final Fantasy VII games that have special editions releasing at 200 quid a pop.
Yep.
Now you're having a laugh.
It's going to be £200 a pop. There's going to be six of them, but each one of them is going to have a plastic model of a character.
Yep.
And someone's going to buy them and they're going to have that full collection. And they're going to stick them on eBay and try and sell them for £1,000. And people are going to go, nah, I'm all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I don't. And so we had Final Fantasy. What else did we have? Final Fantasy 8. It's Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8. Oh yeah, Avengers. Uh, uh, okay.
They played it really, really base. The well, they played it really safe with the acting talent.
Yeah, I. So they announced the Avengers game. Was it last year or the year before?
I think it was the year before.
Right. So let's call it 2 years ago. Uh, if they'd have released it last year, around E3 time, so just after Infinity War, it would have been easily the biggest selling game in the history of the world.
Yep.
Just because it had the name Avengers on it. Now, it's going to sell a lot because it has Avengers on the name anyway, but after Endgame, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Endgame has finished off that, and I understand that this is a different Avengers. It's a different story, it's a different timeline, arc, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But the fact is, outside of the character models, the whole aesthetic for this is the MCU. So they're selling it with the MCU fully. But now that part of the MCU's done, I don't give a sugary shit. I just don't. I don't like the character models. I think they all look ugly. I couldn't care less about the voice actors. I would have been more impressed if this was a tie-in game, which is what I was expecting, I'll be honest. Uh, and you know what? I tell you what it sounded like to me. The more they talked about it, the more it sounded like a live service game. The more it sounded like constant add-ons for free for everybody. Yeah, I'll tell you what it sounded like. It sounded like DC Universe Online.
Yeah. So the way that it was going on, it did seem like that there's gonna be you could pick one of these characters you've got right from the start. You play with your friends who've decided to pick one of the other characters.
Yep.
Uh, Borderlands style, you can have more than one person be the same character if you really must.
I love it. You and 93 of your mates all being fucking Thor.
Or everyone's going to be Iron Man.
Yeah. It'd be like that fucking scene from the Matrix sequel with just all Agent Smiths.
Yep. No one's going to pick Black Widow.
No,
No one's going to pick Hawkeye when
no.
he gets released. But the announcement of them saying that, oh yeah, we're going to have new characters and coming around, and they're all going to be free, it just screamed, wow, it means you're releasing a game that's not only not finished, but you're also completely aware that you need to put more content into it right from the fucking start.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I agree with that. Only because I do quite like more content as the game goes on. I don't necessarily think it's unfinished. As long as it's a finished game plus extra stuff, I'm all for that. But live service bugs me. Spider-Man being exclusive to Sony platforms bugs me a little bit as well.
Well, I suppose they do kind of own Spider-Man.
But yeah, but this is a Marvel game.
Yeah,
Uh,
but if and when Sony eventually do drop the license for Spider-Man, like they've done all of the other Marvel licenses that they own.
yeah,
But unfortunately, Spider-Man keeps making money,
yep. Of course it does. It always
and
will.
Spider-Man will always continue to make money until Marvel give it the Fantastic Four treatment and they just stop making Spider-Man comics for a little while.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well,
I have very little else to say on Square Enix. I'll be honest,
yeah,
E3 this year, the bits I watched I kind of enjoyed, and I wrote up a couple of little bits for Jump Cut for it. They were quite good. Well, I thought they were quite good. The shows themselves that I wrote up were quite good, but still
it was
tough to get
missing a
excited about.
massive amount of content that studios just didn't turn up
Next
because,
next year, with new
yeah,
consoles, those will be the times to get involved to really enjoy it. That next year will be the one that I take time off of work for to sit and watch until 3 o'clock in the morning, assuming Sony shows up.
well, yeah, if Sony show up, but they might not, and they might just do another one of their like not E3 shows where they did for the PlayStation 4,
Yeah,
where they just went, oh yeah, we're gonna put out a press conference from Sony Studios. The same Microsoft will probably do the same, and then we'll show you more at E3, and then when they get to E3 and they show off like 10 minutes worth of stuff, and they say, and we'll show you more at Gamescom.
yeah.
Cheers, thanks, guys. Well done.
Uh, I suppose we finish off by saying I didn't watch the PC gaming show. I
Oh,
can't and won't watch the PC gaming show because I tried before and thought I was going to die. And obviously, Sony were not at E3 this year, so there was no Sony announcements. We got Death Stranding release dates before E3 last year. Matt and I talked about that on the last episode. Uh, Real quick, because obviously you weren't here. New Call of Duty and Death Stranding. What do you reckon?
not interested in Death Stranding like at all,
Okay.
like at all. Um, because it is just a massive amount of just faces and characters, but I just can't care enough
Fair enough.
for it.
There's a lot of
Um,
Kojima in that game.
yeah. Call of Duty wise, I like that it's going back to Modern Warfare. I, pro- I, we've been missing modern shooter for a while.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't want any more past shooters. The market didn't need it everyone who was complaining, saying, "Oh yeah, we want to go back to World War Two," was kind of just really wasn't thinking. Modern shooter, good idea. Maybe remaking the Modern Warfare franchise, not so much.
Okay.
I think enough people were crying out for Modern Warfare 2 remaster that releasing Modern Warfare that isn't even Modern Warfare 4 or Modern Warfare 1 remastered. It's
Yeah.
just a new Modern Warfare game and then having soap.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just it seemed like they were trying to pay complete fan service while at the same time just masturbating over the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It was like a they were offering them a chocolate coated pretzel.
Yeah. Everybody likes a chocolate coated pretzel. Fair enough.
I'll end up
Fair.
playing it,
Yeah.
probably.
Fair
So
enough. Uh. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's us done then, mate.
yeah, I think so.
Cool. I think we'll just wrap it up there. I don't think it's not been what we've been playing or anything, so we'll wrap it up until next week, where we'll be back to our or next time, I suppose, when we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. Where can
Yep.
people find you,
Normal
buddy?
service resumes. On Twitter, you can find me as the John underscore CU, and on Xbox Live, I'm Long Dong Silver.
Cool. I am at Brook411 on Twitter, and as a team, if you don't want to talk to us individually, as a team, we are Character Unlock on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Come find us and talk to us. Nobody talks to us on Twitter anymore. I'm sad about that. But yeah, uh, cool. That's E3. So we've done a pre-E3, a post-E3, and now we ain't got to worry about it for another fucking year. We
No,
got
no more E3 for a year.
got about 4 months to wait until all the big releases start coming out. So we got to find something to do for the next 4 months, man.
I'm gonna go to EGX in 4 months.
Yeah, I don't think I am,
No, you probably not.
which is a real shame. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to cancel that,
Yeah,
which sucks utter balls.
it does. You should just get a new family.
Yeah, yes, probably what I'm gonna have to do. We'll see. I might be able to wangle my way out of it. We'll see what happens.
Well, it'll be much worse without you, especially because no one will be there to protect me from Lee.
What makes you think I'm going to protect you from Lee?
Well, no, it's just that he'll be slightly less handsy when you're around, or at least slightly less handsy with me when you're around.
Just don't let him drink. Just keep him away from the booze. You'll be fine.
It's no, it's probably fine. He drinks like special
Special.
craft beers. Yeah, not doesn't not like a Stella or anything like that. So
I did,
it will be fine. We
oh,
just need to find him a craft ale brewery or something down the street, and he'll be in his element.
does it have to be flavoured? Like one of those kind of weird. Here, taste this fairy fart flavoured ale. The delicate scent of unicorn vagina.
Yes,
Yeah.
that describes Lee perfectly, I think.
Or delicately scented unicorn vagina.
Yep,
Yeah.
he, that is Lee to a T.
On that beautiful note, let's. I think we're done for the night, mate. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yep.
Say goodbye to the lovely
Goodbye.
people. Yeah. So until next time, thank you for listening.